Why is local, organic, and sustainable food production important?
Well, in general, we don't have enough local producers of food which is perishable, which is grown here, as well as it's a food security question. Cannot be reliable. We cannot be relying on imported foods. We have the ability and the land to grow what we need here in Canada, close to the cities.
Yeah, and being closer to the cities also has like a good environmental impact, right? Less transportation, things like that.
Yes, the food mileage is shorter. We still use trucks to ship everything in, and we use tractors to to produce the food. We are relying on them heavily, but yeah, the food mileage is definitely way shorter than your imported spinach from California.
Absolutely.
Everdale works very closely with its local community and tries to work with all other communities out there, with food banks and other organizations who support the spread of good food. So an Everdale has been in place in its form as it is right now for 10 years. So Everdale is producing food for 10 years and has been in contact with the local food banks and other things. Whatever we have here and have produced and is over and it's still good, we donate to the food banks, to local food banks, as well as the stop in Toronto.
That's great. And you said that there's several aspects of Everdale Farm that are education programs. Why is and this is education for children and for academics and professionals and all different areas. Why is in general is or for youth is it important to get education about farming and agriculture, food security, things like this?
Because they don't know anymore how to do it. So, and we are here to bring it back, reinvent it in some way, and reteach it, because the generational chain has been broken, where you have learned from your parents, but the parents also don't know anymore how to grow food. So our role here at Everdale is to reteach people how to grow their own and how to grow for many more. So, and that starts with a shovel and a bag of seeds.
Right. Awesome. And the impact that can have is, generations now knowing how to produce their own food and, much more secure food supply, I guess. Then, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because if you teach the youngest how to do it, they're going to bring it home and they're going to bug their parents long enough to put a little vegetable patch in, and then you have another family who can grow that little bit more for themselves and enjoy growing. Just enjoy watching the seed germinate and go to a plant and come from a seed the size of a millimeter to become a tomato plant, which produces beautiful tomatoes.
That's great.
Just like that in one growing season in the back of your house.
That's great. We've been working on a project called Food Rescue Action, which operates with the Ontario Association of Food Banks Community Harvest Ontario program. What we do is get students together here at York University to raise money and do a volunteer trip to go out to a farm near the city and harvest some leftover vegetables to be delivered to a local food bank where it can help out a lot of families and individuals living in tough financial times. Came about through work of students here at York University. A group of students were asked to do a project proposal based on a food rescue operation that would look for waste in the agricultural system and a way to reduce that waste while contributing to local food banks and supporting food shortages in the Toronto area. Food Rescue Action is a group that is taking students away from the campus and out into the community, where they can take the resources that they have, the knowledge that they have, and put it to a really strong positive effect. So we're kind of linking, the York University community, the student community, which has a lot of resources, to communities that don't have as many resources as we do, and doing as much as we can to contribute directly to the community challenges and needs through our research and our actions. That's, I think, one primary thing that sets us aside from other student organizations. So you want to tell me what's going on? Like, where are you? Where are we going?
I am on a bus, and we are heading to Everdale Organic Farm in Guelph to harvest fruits and vegetables that are edible, and give those fruits and vegetables, after we have harvested them, to local food banks around Guelph.
Wow, that's awesome. Where are you coming from?
I am coming from the Food Rescue Action, non-profit organization at York, located in Mac College. And we work with the Human Rights Artistic Growth and the Harvard Education Project.
Awesome, awesome. So who have we got with us today? Who else is here?
We have almost close to, I think, 30 volunteers, if I'm not mistaken, and 6 of the sort of people that work with the HRPGP and Lorraine.
Okay. How did you guys find out about this project?
Started by my summer class, and asked people to sign up, so I was interested then, and I gave my email address, and then I got a call back. So it's pretty, I thought the whole thing was really well organized, and everything was planned very well, so I think it'll be a fun day.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great, that's great.
My name is Leah, and I'm here because it's actually the kind of things I like to do. And when I heard about the project from a classmate who were taking that international development course, and I knew I wanted to do it, so I took my day off work. Come here, I fundraised some money. I brought my boyfriend, who evaded from
I was just dragged here.
Against your will, eh?
No, but it's pretty cool. I like getting out of the city. And, I just had this big meeting at work, and I escaped just to come here. No, because I think it's important to make sure food doesn't go to waste. It's not just busting, right?
Yeah. You think?
Yeah, I've worked at restaurants often. It always breaks my heart when I have to throw away food, and at home too. Like, I always make sure,
It's true, man.
like, and I do compost and everything. So that's part of what I do every day.
That's great. So, do you think this food that we're going to collect today is going to go to good use? Do you have any idea, like, who's going to impact, who's going to be getting it, how it's going to help?
Well, it's food banks, right?
Yeah.
So I guess a lot of people in Toronto that have I guess
Isn't
no
it
access
in
to.
Guelph?
It's going to the Guelph Food Bank.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess fresh product, like, yeah, because I've been to food banks myself, and sometimes you get just not very healthy food. You get a lot of like just mac and cheese and kind of processed whatever, and you never get any fruit.
This is going to make a big difference in those people's lives who are relying on the food bank. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
That time.
At least, yeah, and not like wow, huge difference, but like at least they're gonna feel better, healthy.
It's like a nice treat. It would be nice if it was all the time. If this was organized into a system.
I know. If you brought us every weekend, I'm so happy, man.
Well, hopefully we can get a big supply, and I know the Ontario Association of Food Banks has a couple dozen other teams going out and doing the same thing, so I think we've got a good chance to make a big impact.
Thanks for organizing this, man.
Hey, it's everybody here who's responsible for making this happen, so thanks so much for being here, guys. Awesome. How important do you think it is that students get involved in volunteerism and supporting the community?
It's extremely important because
like generation of tomorrow. So I mean, we have to contribute as much as we can. You know, we can't just be sitting at home doing just reading books and stuff. We have to contribute in order to be helping around in the community, making a difference, and not just in an academic way, but also helping, you know, save different lives, provide, like what we're doing today, providing food to some people. I mean, it's not easy around here for a lot of people. We can't just take a lot of our privileges for granted.
It's true. It's true.
I can't hear you! One more time! Food rescue action!
Food bank manager from Southern Wealth and Food Bank. So like I said, on behalf of our clients, everybody in the community that helps at the food bank and picks up groceries at the food bank, I want to thank you and the Ontario Food Bank Association. We're getting spinach, I believe, and lettuce today. There's a lot of it because I can't use all of it. What I'll try to do with it is I'm going to go and do the rounds in Guelph. I'll go to Sister Christine's, I'll go to Guelph Food Bank and some of the other organizations in that community to pass some of this harvest along. I don't like to see anything spoil. At our food bank, nothing goes to waste. It always goes somewhere.